pretty well trying to get to that.
So which type of locks and locking devices are firefighters likely to encounter?
In our district, most of them,
Yeah, I would say that.
most of everything we covered.
I'd say most of the extended stays all
Maybe
have the door chain or door limiter.
If you go back one slide, two, there you go. That multiple bolt locks, I don't know that we would
I don't
find
think I've ever
something
seen
like that.
Have you?
Because that's more of like a bank,
Yeah.
like a bank vault lock.
The electronic keyless locks, there's a decent amount of those, but
Hotels,
you can still
office
force
buildings,
those just as
and
well.
churches.
Just as easy as those.
And then electromagnetic.
And on the next side up, Nick, no, the other one, the other way.
Oh, other one?
No, you had it. Go back one now. Go back one more. Go forward. There. The door chain, guys, obviously, those aren't very hard to open.
No.
Just put a little force on it, push on it.
When you get the door already open,
Yeah,
Put a little shoulder to it.
yeah, they're not even.
I think
I can't believe they're even considered.
That would
You
be-
got it with the axe, didn't you?
I just took it with an axe one time because we had a lady on the inside.
Oh yeah, that was the CPR one, wasn't it?
Yeah, just, I
would
tapped
your
the axe
shoulder
and
be
it popped right
considered
out.
a push and pull method of opening a door?
It's
You gotta
not-
be safe. That's what he told me about the hydrant.
Just wear your proper PPE, be safe, follow your
I
SOP.
mean, your foot would technically be a striking device too, right?
It says you use tools.
I am a tool,
That's what I
according to the city.
So, what type of, we talked about that? So, discussion question, research to see what types of specialized locking devices such as highly security locks or electronic locks are present in your jurisdiction. We just discussed all that, so no research needed. So, we talked about coordination, I think you brought it up, to make sure everybody's ready when you force the door or force whatever means you're doing. So forcible entry creates ventilation openings. Forcible entry must be coordinated with interior activities. Time between forced entry and fire attack or search and rescue can allow for fire to entrain oxygen and grow. Firefighters should monitor the door to control the flow path, keep the door closed unless tactics require it open. Any questions? No? Breaking door glass. So why don't we want to break glass?
Because you can't control the flow.
It makes it very difficult. So breaking glass may be difficult and costly. Ordinary glass shatters into sharp fragments. If breaking glass in a burning building, wear SBA and have a charge hose line ready. Glass is a barrier to ventilation. Once glass is broken, it is a ventilation opening for the remainder of the operation. So, swinging doors, look for the hinges, and then can see the hinges, swing towards you, cannot see the hinges, swing away from you. That's just a quick note that if you look at a door, which way is it going, just by looking at the hinges. So, inward swinging door, we'll go over this more detailed in the classroom, but one firefighter method, you see the door opens up inward to the room, and it looks like, can't tell what tool that is. But it looks like it's prying it. And two firefighter methods, if someone's helping him, strike the tool to get further into the door to pry it. Inward swinging door, he's cutting the hinges, and the other one's prying the hinges off. If you guys have ever done that, it can be pretty hard sometimes, depending on the jam and everything.
Another easy way to do that, if you don't have a rotary saw, is just beat the crap out of the hinge. With your axe, go straight into it, and you'll break the screws off. You'll break the head off of the screws. If you've never done that before, that's fun. You just kind of hit multiple times and it'll break straight off, and then you can open the door.
Double swinging door, this is what I was talking about the K-12. We've used it quite a bit for things like that. Cutting that deadbolt.
Helps to have the Halligan to gap it, then you can get into those locks, and then you just cut them off. Makes it really easy.
Drawers with drop bars, use a ram bar or Halligan to spread the space between the doors to insert a tool and lift the bar out of the stirrups. Use rotary saw to cut the exposed bolt heads, cutting the stirrups on the outside of the door. Insert a rotary saw blade through the opening and cut the security bar. Those are all different options to,
You can also use your Halligan to attack those bolts.
yeah, so push them through. Have you guys ever done that
Yeah.
on a call or anything?
Trained, but never on a call.
Tempered plate glass doors, very heavy and expensive, only break as a last resort. Guidelines of glass must be broken. Use a pick end of a pick head axe to strike the glass at the bottom corner. Wear complete PPE including face shield or goggles. Place salvage cover against the glass and strike through the cover to shatter the glass. Straight remaining glass from the frame.
Why would you
So-
scrape the glass from the frame?
For safety. You don't want people going through there and cutting themselves or cutting hose lines or anything else
It's
like
like
that.
removing that glass in a vehicle, I guess, you're looking at, just to
Clean
get
it all
clearer.
up.
I'm assuming the tarp is for to capture most of it right there, so it's
Yeah.
explode everywhere.
Yeah, just you don't let it fall on you or just shatter it, the dust and everything. So, if you want to avoid breaking the glass, you can also go use the through the lock method to open tempered plate glass doors. So, and you guys have all done that before.
Likely.
So which method or what methods can we use to force swinging doors?
Packages.
One or two.
Okay. And you said tack hinges? Forcing sliding doors, patio doors, pocket doors, locking devices, inside latches, security bars in the track. I don't know if you guys have seen those a lot. People put a bar, you might not even see it looking in until you like try and look at it. Break glass with an axe. If lift sliding panel out of its track, attempt to spread the door from the frame will result in the door shattering. Any questions about that?
Sliding glass doors are probably the most difficult doors to open. Just because they can do security measures on them, they have extra things you can add to doors, they can drop in a dowel, and
Yeah.
you can't slide it open.
And the more you pry on it, the closer you get to just blowing the whole glass.
They're very difficult.
Yeah.
I'd say if I have a choice between what doors to take, I think sliding glass doors would be my last option. Yeah.
Forcing security doors and gates. So types, roll-up doors, doors with open steel bars, doors with multiple slats that close to form a solid panel. And then techniques, cut off the padlock, cut an opening near the lock, cut out a section of the door. So kind of like you mentioned garage doors.
Yeah,
These
so
are the
they
gates
do like
with-
commercial garage doors and stuff like that.
Through the lock forcible entry. Size up door and lock mechanism, unscrew or remove locked cylinder, insert key tool to open the lock. Have you guys said you've done that before though, right? Okay. Through the lock K tool, that's just taking off that, I don't know if you can see it on the
Cylinder.
picture, it's kind of dark. Just that beauty ring, you're taking that off so you can get to the lock and open it. Just like that, the A tool. J tool through the lock forcible entry. Again, you're prying that.
So we should be getting some of those,
It's great for glass doors.
Gerald
commercial.
Wallace. Gerald Wallace and Jeff Duckworth put in a grant for us to get a big set of like through the lock forcible entry stuff, and that's one of those things.
Oh, okay.
Probably keep one
You guys ever use one of these?
All way.
Or slide it under and grab it? I think they were testing one out at Station 1 for a while, or did they make one or something?
They bought a whole kit for it, so.
Shove knife, we have those. Forcing padlocks, breaking the hasp. Like I mentioned before, you can use a Halligan and a sledge or flathead axe or something. But we also use the K12 a lot, the little battery one, if we can. This might be a little hard because it's on the door, right in that corner there, but. Forcing padlocks, duct build, lock breaker, hammerhead pick, locking pliers and a chain, and then hockey puck lock breaker.
Funny, that's called a pipe wrench.
Yeah, that's a pipe wrench. I mean, change the name, use it for something different.
Almost like a hydrant wrench.
Yeah, but you called it a hydrant wrench, still, they're called a pattern. Cutting high security padlocks. Stabilize the lock with locking pliers. Attach a chain to the lock and pull it straight away from the hasp. Second firefighter cuts the side of the shackle. That makes sense?
Yes.
How can various tools be used to force entry through a door locks and padlocks? You guys have any good answers to that?
With skill.
Wait on you, Jake. We've all said something besides you.
Very skillfully and tactfully.
Looks like if you're attacking a dead bolt, you use your A tool and you can use many bolt cutters and cut those screws and remove the dead bolt. Good job, Dick.
Forcing overhead doors, cut opening with door, attach vice strips to rail. You guys have any questions about this? There's all different kinds of cutting patterns you can do for these things. So it's not necessarily always cutting just straight down. Block over all overhead doors in the up or open position to prevent injury to firefighters if the built-in control device fails.
Or springs fail,
Yeah.
someone falling.
So forcing fire doors, designed to cover doorway opening and a rated separation walls to prevent spread of fire from one building to another, sliding, swinging, or overhead rolling varieties. Normally found inside structures, separating areas, enclosing hazardous processes or storage area, protected means of egress. Where do we have fire doors at, like this?
Nursing homes,
Hospitals.
hotels, hospitals.
Schools.
And the roll-up doors? I think the hospital has some of the roll-up ones, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at the Hilton. I think Hilton has a fire.
Pharmacies?
Huh?
Pharmacies?
A lot of loading docks have the bullet doors, a lot of them. Anywhere there's a loading dock.
So exterior fire doors usually found where a structure must be protected from an adjacent structure, probably locked. Forcible entry should be similar to overhead or sliding doors. Interior fire doors, manually or automatically activated when fire was detected, only operate when there is fire, will not lock in place when closed. So those are the ones that we see at nursing homes a lot. Fire alarm goes off, you'll see them close, and we have to open them up.
What was the other ones you're talking about?
The roll doors. And it also mentions swinging doors.
Oh, okay. So they're talking about like a roller door.
Yeah, it mentioned the roll door
Oh, okay.
in this one. They kind of do it again, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe sight and sound.
Sight and sound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know they have them. Especially up in,
So this is what they were talking about, blocking the door from closing. That way, like Captain Roy mentioned, springs failing or something. And you don't want that to close on your hose lines or close on somebody if they're walking through it. So fire doors, part of the structure's protection system, may need to be forced positioned to create separation with higher than normal fire resistance ratings. Leaving fire doors in place is preferable. Use caution when propping, open, or forcing because it changes the flow path. So just be careful forcing fire doors if you don't have to, because those are there for a reason, and that's there to help prevent further fire damage or anything. So how should firefighters treat fire doors during forcible entry operations?
as something that's helping them control fire flow.
With respect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With respect. Okay, and then, let's see, this is slide 110, yeah. So we're done with that portion, because the rest of this goes into windows and all sorts of stuff that we don't need to cover today. We're just going over doors, so. We can take a 30-minute break, and I'll see you in the training room, a couple of buildings down. We'll go over forcing the door. So. See you in there.